Thank you, Dan. What a great afternoon I got coming up today. Wednesday afternoons, I meet my beautiful wife, Danielle, in Midtown for lunch. Usually go to Del Frisco's. We love that place. Felix, my boy Felix, is now the GM. No longer runs just at Del Frisco's there on 49th and 6th. And then usually, because it's walking distance a couple of blocks away, especially on a beautiful day like today, I'll make the walk from Del Frisco's to that gorgeous store on the corner of 49th and Madison, the Joseph Abboud Black Label flagship store. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I bumped into Arthur Aidala and Corey Zelnick on the way to your store.
It's a regular who's who.
Right. So today, Joseph's going to join Danielle and I for first an appearance on our radio program, then lunch with my wife and I, and then a day at the store.
I can't wait.
It's great.
It's a beautiful day. That's what life is all about.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you pay Shelley as much as you do Phil?
Equal
Shelley's
opportunity.
A female in the store, yes.
And you know what? It's so true that, the whole idea of, we have so many women employees in our company.
Right.
And many of them are more highly paid than a lot of the guys.
They are.
Well, it depends on their skills. We don't look at people as a male or female. We look at their quality.
The contention is that females who may have the same skills and the same jobs do not get paid as much. But that's not the case in the Joseph Abboud organization.
No, we have so many important women in our organization doing very important jobs. And certainly
like Gloria Vanderbilt, she works for you now.
But I will tell you that most of my designers are female.
They are
that
females.
are designing for men, and they are extremely talented and really
and
qualified,
well paid, no doubt,
and really qualified, and they deserve. And listen, we always look for more opportunity for them, and we don't look at it as a guy-girl thing. We look at it as who's the most qualified.
I like it.
So it's really important that we do that, and it's always been important for me. And also, women have such a great touch in the fashion business that they're more intuitive, and that almost sounds like it has a certain overtone to it. But we do have women who really understand what men want and how they want to wear it. And it's great. It's great to have so many important women in our organization.
Joseph also brought me a gift this morning.
He did.
The gift of reading. He brought me a book, a great World War II book.
Beware of designers bearing gifts, right?
Because he knows I love to read, and it's a sort of a lost habit these days.
Yeah.
But Joseph and I share it, and I'm looking forward to it. So I thank you. In the Garden of Beasts by Eric Larson.
Yeah.
I'm into it big time.
It's a great story about the ambassador to Berlin just before World War II and the beginning of understanding what anti-Semitism was in Germany at that time before it was really blatant. So, we always say if you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat it. And it's so important.
Or you can win in Queens, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Well,
if you don't know history, you can win in Queens.
Well, maybe there, but not, in terms of what we need to do, we need to understand what happened in the past just to be able to understand where we're going in the future.
Absolutely.
And that's crucial.
She'd be a perfect example of somebody who probably doesn't read.
Probably not.
And why you should read.
Didn't the rabbi who passed away yesterday,
Portugal.
Wasn't he a Holocaust survivor?
I believe he was, yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Think of that. I think he was 95, if I'm not mistaken. And that generation will be lost in a matter of time, and who will remember?
Yeah.
And that's key. And so we really need to understand all of that stuff. I know it sounds all very serious, and we want to have fun, but in life, and that's one of the reasons why I advertise on this show. The show yesterday was amazing. I didn't want to get out of the car.
Yeah.
Chaz's stories, the fact with his dad and Robert De Niro and Yankee Stadium, all of that stuff. Your range is amazing. And you guys, the reason that you're so successful is you have the wit and you have the humor without the venom.
Right.
And I love that about you guys. And I've decided I want to be a part of a show that's diversified. I don't want to be all politics. I don't want to be all sports. For me, it's about being part of a team that really has the range, because you guys are our friends in the morning. When we drive in, as Chet, we don't want to get out of the car, and that's a great compliment.
Yesterday was a real kumbaya.
Oh my God,
amazing! Right?
Your listeners, your celebrities. Everybody loves you guys.
Yeah.
And it really is the reason why I don't want to advertise on an all sports station. I don't want to advertise on an all politics station. I want range. And that's what you guys have. So congratulations. It's been a year of something very special.
You just became, Joseph, right now? Yeah. You just became the guest of the day, of the week.
That's right.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
I'd sort of, if you look at a turkey dinner and Chaz being the turkey because he's the main course, I'm more like the sweet potatoes. So,
No, you guys are very close. He loves you.
He's amazing. And you could listen to him for hours.
Yeah.
He is an amazingly talented, humble, knowing, caring guy. And that's the kind of listener you have.
No, there's no question. And in fact, last time I was in your store, the time before that, I should say, he was in there. We bumped into each other. And actually told me the story about Yankee Stadium, which he shared with you and I on this show yesterday.
Doesn't that bring a tear to your eye?
We both cried.
The humanity of it.
Chaz started crying.
Well, I love him for that.
But the best part about it is he didn't want to advertise it.
No,
it was something he
that's the
did
kind of guy
personal.
he is.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
For years he did it. No one knew about it. I inspired him to share that with the audience.
And I think it's great because it hopefully will inspire other people to do that kind of thing.
Well, that's the whole father-son thing.
Right.
See, him and his dad had that bond. I had the same. Me too.
We all did. We had the same thing. That isn't about sports. That's about humanity. You know, my dad, as I told you, he was disabled. He never went to Fenway.
Right.
But I listened to games with him at night.
Yeah.
You know, listening to the cricket. Who doesn't remember that? That's why we have allegiances. That's who we are as guys.
Yeah.
That stuff is important to us.
Yeah, I didn't have that, but
no, Bernie didn't have that.
No.
I was like, go to bed. Get out.
That's right.
I had it.
You don't watch during the day. You're not watching at night.
My dad was my football coach, my baseball coach. In fact, one of the worst fights I ever got into with my dad. This is a true story. I was playing Kings Bay football in Brooklyn, New York, and I was on the Redskins, and he was the coach. And I was playing running back. And he wanted the quarterback to pitch me the football, not when you hand it off,
but
when you pitch it. Right. And we had won it a couple of times in practice, and we were slow at it. So every time the quarterback would pitch me the football, before I knew it, the defensive lineman was in my face, and I was getting like, remember the movie The Longest Yard?
Right, bang.
I think I broke his effing neck.
Right.
So I'm in the huddle, and my dad calls a play. I go, Dad, I'm not doing it. He's like, Sidney, we're going to run the play. I go, Dad, I'm going to tell Mom. I swear to God. Like, I'm telling Mommy. I'm an asthmatic as it is. I weigh about 30 pounds soaking wet. You're going to get me killed out here. I'm not running the play. I start to cry. Takes me out of the game. Brings me back 2 plays later. Throws me a pitch out. I run 60 yards for a touchdown.
See that? There could be a movie about that.
That's very nice.
That's a true story.
Yeah. Right, but that's the connection. And just coming back to family and to relationships, and you guys, I think your listeners are your friends. So you talk to us.
Not just our listeners. Pete Morgan, by the way, says that's exactly why I advertise on the show, too. Guest of the day. How about the guest of the effing year? That's from Mr. Peerless.
I love him. I love him. You know, but at this point in my life, if we can't be honest about this stuff, right? Yeah. And you make decisions. I want to be with people I like. I want to be with people I care about. You guys are great. I've got 2 of my friends are in the car. I hope they're listening. John and Laura. So we had Kevin Costner on, right? Or you did.
Right.
And
that's it. Joseph was now taking ownership of the show.
That's right.
It's the Bernie Sid and Joe show.
He said it. We're all family.
And Laura's dreamy-eyed, and I sent you a text, and I said, you know what? I got Laura to listen to the show. All right? So it wasn't about, you're not tunnel vision. And I love that. I'm so excited. And I love being here. And I seriously mean, I don't mind my 2-hour commute anymore.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You have a long commute
so you got
Westchester to New York City.
You get me. I get the pre-show at 5:30. I get whatever was on yesterday.
Right.
And then I'm right in at 6.
Well, you may start to dislike your trip in the morning, even with great radio like Bernie and I, when you start to pay more money.
Oh, my
Although
God.
you're going to be below 61st and 49th. Congestion pricing.
Right. Bernie, were you saying get rid of the bicycles, the bikes?
Get rid of the bike lanes.
Nightmare.
Right, of
course. Let me tell you, if you're taking a left turn, and God forbid you budge one of those guys, it's all your fault.
But, and
it's a video game to try to negotiate New York City. It's insane.
And if you're a pedestrian as well, you take your life in your hands when you try to cross the street or even walk down an avenue.
I know.
They'll get rid of those things. Get rid of the pedestrian plazas. Forget this congestion pricing.
It's hard. At Times Square, it's impossible to get through Times Square.
But see, the point isn't about congestion. It's about raising taxes. That's all it is.
Right.
Revenue. It really is not about congestion.
That's right. Well, let's bring this full circle back to you guys because that's what you guys talk about. You can go from traffic to Kevin Costner to Chaz, which I guess I really love that, and it makes it really fun for my team. You guys have really embraced us as a partner. You know, it makes it really special. Really
Listen, you're great at what you do. You are the world's most famous menswear designer. Your store on the corner of 49th and Madison is gorgeous. And on top of all of it, we wouldn't be saying these nice things. If you were a lousy guest, it wouldn't matter how much money you spend on this show. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here.
He's a reader. And remember this. not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Joseph.
You were great, Joe. Thank you.
I love you guys. I'll see you later. We're looking forward to it. Thanks, Sidney.
1-800-848-WABC. When we get back, we just talked about it. More on congestion pricing. People are running out of New York City. We're coming right back.